not just a brand for car lovers across the land. For the love of cars.
The Toyota Ractis, you would say, is close to a Vitz. Yes, Toyota Ractis ne Vitz kumpi motoka zizimu. The difference is that this gives you a little bit more room, it gives you more length, definitely, and then it comes with bigger engine variations. What do I mean? The Toyota Vitz will come with a 1 liter or 990cc. This one will come with 1.3 liter or a 1.5 liter, and it's very popular now. A lot of people don't like it. I used to not like it until I owned one, and then it started to make sense why these cars, regardless of shape, they are made for something. Now, this car gives you a somewhat aerodynamic body, yeah, that shoots through the wind. It swerves through the wind. It's one of the first cars that came with a fish-like design of a mouth, fish-like. And it's one of those cars that is really small but will give you an SUV feel. If you look at the front of this car, you realize there is a Wish in front of us. But you also realize that we are higher than the Wish. Smaller car, but gives you the feeling of being in an SUV. Kati ate bw'ono gattako raising it either with springs or with spacers or putting a little bit bigger tires, then you realize that it goes even higher. So, and even the seats, the way the seats are made, they are made in a way that they are already up, and yet you can still adjust them like that, and then you go even higher. Now, this is one of the cars that will be very good for short people, those that are not gifted with height like me. Uganda and don't feel bad. Just and it gives you very good headroom as well. And you can push it all the way to the rear, which gives you a bit of leg room. That is very good. Now, the Ractis will come with different trims. This particular trim comes with paddle shifters. Yeah, it comes with paddle shifters. It gives you an independent CVT Sport and manual mode, where you put it in manual and then drive it manually. Yeah, and that gives you a better experience, especially if you be driving on a highway. The feeling of driving the Ractis is magical. I've driven it for some time, and I like it. I like how the dashboard looks. Yes, it's a lot of plastics in this car. Like akagoyo karaba kali wantu watononyo. The rest is plastic. Lots of plastics, lots of plastics, but which is very good because then that makes it very easy to clean. And the material of the dashboard is not the squishy kind of material that is annoying. You know, the squishy material erimu kaundo, erimu fielder, the squishy kind that you have to repair and go tadeka kagoye. This plastic will last. And I'm thinking the passenger dashboard will also take time to like pop because of the hard plastics that we have here, and it gives us plenty of storage. But I think, let me just get close to this drone and you're going to see. When we get close to the drone, you actually start noticing that we are actually high. Otulaba tuli waggulu. Senga drone tebadde na buwanvu kuva ku ground kwambuka, you'd actually realize that we are as tall as the drone. Look at this border. But in the border yo jetuyitako, you realize that our border ali wansi waffe. So if anyone is looking for a car that will take them a little higher, some of you guys think the IST new model gives you very good ground clearance. Hell no. The Ractis is the thing. The Ractis is the god. Now, we're going to drive and try to experience the paddle shifters and the manual mode and also CVT. Now, I'll explain how that works. This version also comes with a CVT Sport, which is also magical. And I find that it gives you more space than the fielder. Well, the fielder will feel a little bit different because it's low, and they are generally more comfortable. But I think this is a car that is made for people that just want to feel like they're higher than other people, especially women. So the women will definitely enjoy this. So if you're buying a car for someone, you'll definitely buy this for them. And because you're high, you also get these big side mirrors here. And the big side mirrors that we have here, they give you a very wide view. Now, what's the experience when you're driving a Ractis on a highway? On a highway, I find that on a highway, it's not as stable as the low cars like the Primo, like the Wish. Why? Because it's high. And because it's high, it will fight with the wind a little bit. It will fight a little bit. And if you're going to be the kind of person that takes sharp corners, we have not seen a lot of these Ractises fall, but it's simply because most of the people that drive the Ractises are actually they're driving them slower because most of them are not really experienced on the road, or they just don't want to show off. So I find that's one of the things that saves the Ractis drivers and the Ractis themselves from getting accidents. But it's comfy. In the potholes, the Ractis will give you better ground clearance. Potholes, let's say over those humps in the villages, the Ractis is one of the best cars you can ever own. And in case you have kids that you take to school every day, like I'll show you, the rear seats are very, very comfy, and it gives you a chance to sit like you're seated in your office chair, which a lot of people like, so your legs don't get to hurt. You don't have a mountain in the middle of the car like the Mark X's and some of those other cars. So Makatina also which is a very good thing.
Steps we break it down, helping every driver in the town. For the love of cars, Uganda. Pre-purchase checks, we lead the way. Track your car, no games to play. Restore the past, drive into tomorrow. We bring the love, not just the horsepower. Is it a no or a TXY?
The Toyota Ractis is one of those 5 multi-purpose vehicles that are small, give you 5 seats, can work for family, can work for market runs, supermarket and all that. And besides that, it gives you a feel of being in an SUV. But what's special about this car, apart from the lots of plastics that it has, come I show you. It gives you a lot of leg room. If you want to increase it, you can just do this. And it gradually takes you behind like that. And so if you're tall, the expansion. But if you're tall and you want to see further, you just pull. And then you see, as I pull this, it pushes me in front like that. Pushes me and then up to the end, and then you can pull that also there. And I show you something else. Behind here, you will realize that it also gives you plenty of leg room. For the average Ugandan, this is really big. It gives you a lot of headroom as well. And one thing that people will like about this car is it doesn't have a mountain in the middle. If you have stuff to put in the middle here, or if a third person sits here, it's very comfy. And it gives you a headrest here, and that's pretty much better than what any car would give you.
For the love of cars, Uganda, we roll. From dusty road to dreams we patrol.
In the boot, when you come to the boot, this car will actually give you very good boot space. Watch. See? This is more than enough to fit a lot of stuff. The average family shops for tomatoes, pineapples, watermelons. You can have a 20 kg rice, 20 kg bag of rice here, portion here, sugar and stuff like that, and gives you a lot of space up there. And I find that it's more than enough, but Toyota gave us even more. Gave us even more. You could just put down the headrest like this and then pull onto this. And when you pull onto that, what this car will give you is you can stop there and put more things here. But you could also just pull it even further and voila, that's more space. It turns into a delivery van. So you have stuff you can actually cover this here. And then when you're done doing your deliveries, you just pull it back up and voila. And it sits back up. And if you want to sit it like the people that have kids, you can just push it there and then the kids will sleep a little better. It doesn't go all the way back, but I find that that's more than enough.
And car can stop if you're new or a seasoned vet. For the love of cause you ain't seen nothing yet. Fix it and learn it, drive it pro. This is more than just machines. It's the love, the life, the dream. Oh.
And the ground clearance that I've been telling you about is here. Now this has, first of all, it comes with 16-inch tires. Yeah, 16 inches. That means the wheel is actually, the wheelbase is long. So look at this. And this car, let me just make sure. Yatekako spacers. Come see. You see, that's the spacer there. So just wansi wano obo giseri waggulu. Ukirabi ne gulu omupira yiri, and that considerably gives you a higher ground clearance. Let's look at the engine.
For the love of cause Uganda we roll.
Now, this one comes with a 1.5 liter 1NZ. Engine yemu yeri mu Fielder. It's in the Rumion. It can be found in a Sienta and a bunch of other cars, yeah? This will give you about 100 to 109 horsepower. That's more than enough power that you need. More than enough. And you see, this is one car that I've driven as long as you cover the right parts, and you'll be able to clean it very well enough. And this one comes with a big battery. What does that mean? It means because it has a big battery, you can actually leave your lights in. No kumaonga battery chariko. It comes with a CVT gearbox. And what that means is that it will give you better fuel efficiency than a traditional automatic. CVT plus 1.5 liters plus very good. And just make sure you don't get a leakage on your gearbox. Let me see if this person has a leakage. Gearbox crankcase, you know what? When could take. Make sure that crankcase never ever gets a leakage, because we're from the leakage. Zenawe, ugenda gula gearbox. These lights oziraba gana amatala gaka. You just have to get up if you want to do it at home. Now, I'm sure the owner of this car is also watching. You want to do it at home, get toothpaste. Osigeko, olideke, ojosige kulino. Ojamara okusiga kulino, okunofu n'akagoye, okute. The very first time onoisa akama zigira nga itansotukira. Yongerako toothpaste. Jangu, kuta lino. Binyomunguze yongerako toothpaste. Genda odemo okuteri, onogenda okumala the processing amatala gano gatukudde. Now, this is the yellowing here comes as a result of the sun. But this should not worry you. The other thing you should be worried about, if you ever damage the bumper, but this is a strong car. Enemoroka esobola okuba, esobola tomera embwa emirundi 5 nga bumper ekyali namu. Ask me, I drove it and I knocked dogs like nothing. And let me tell you, the superstitious people were telling me, obusimanya bw'otomera embwa gwabadde alina okuba kw'abekabenje. Nange nefuba ng'embwa bw'enjisanga bapapa, embwa bw'enjisanga papa nga njikuba eno bampa ngumu. I'm telling you, okujja kwa lunaku lumu nakuba embwa bampa neeyulikako wano. Embwa yali ngumu era yali nkulu. But just trust me, I've driven this car. If you're looking to buy a car that will be strong, village roads are too far. It doesn't die. And the only disadvantage you're going to face is that this model of the Toyota Ractis is getting extinct. There is a newer model, I think, the X30, the X130. This is the X120, I think. The X130, kaliaka pia katono, akafana Subaru Teresa, which will considerably be very smaller, less reliable and all. Now, if you're going to be buying this particular car, don't buy the 1.3 liter. Jireke 2SZ. Ejakuta wanya. Nebo bogule eri empya. Jigule lukumbisatu yayo. Kubati tunajapu. Ana lukumbisatu yeno modo. Sinungi nakato.
For the love of cause Uganda we roll.
On the interior, this car is different. It comes with paddle shifters. Now, paddle shifters, it means you can actually shift your gears here. But you have to put it in manual mode first. wano bwoba shiftinga kasitogiza mu manual olaba eri mu manual. Look here, it shows you that's gear number 1. I cannot shift gears when I'm not moving, but we're going to see that on the road. Then we'll take a drive. It also has sport mode. Look here, it has sport mode, CVT sport. When you press the CVT, wali rev zijja kulinnya motoka ebenge responding. Now CVT sport is the automatic version of manual mode in this car. Era olugisa mu manual osobola okushiftinga gears manually. Now it comes with the standard AC control. These knobs, buno tebufa buno, you can control your AC from here. And then of course where the air is going and how much heat you get. The only disadvantage with this model is that it doesn't have automatic AC. Plenty of storage. Wali. You have storage here, you have storage here, and in the middle, and then 2 cup holders, 3 cup holders, and then 4 cup holders, which is very, very good. It's very easy to clean because it's mostly plastic. Akagoye kali kamwe ateka black, kalwawo okuguba. N'ekiwempe kya wansi eno nakyo kya black era nakyo kirwawo okuguba. If you have a vacuum cleaner, it's even easier for you to keep when it's clean. Now, the other thing that I've seen that advantageous with this car is it's very easy for you to direct the AC vents. If you want it to direct to the passengers, you just push it like that. And then the same thing with the middle. Yeah. Of course, with all cars, the middle, with the middle vents here, you cannot really close them, but you can close the ones in the side. This is one of the cars that I would recommend any beginner buy. Do I recommend it better than a Sienta? Definitely. It's much more comfortable than a Sienta, more raised than a Sienta, better than a Fielder. I've driven it. It has very good sound system. Let's see if we can get some music here. Where's the FM mode? FM, yes. Radio check bo muziki one. Katulabe. Yagala funa radio etero kubo muziki. Etero kubo muziki. Ngate kuli muziki. Let me see. I want to get sound so that you guys understand. Ngate gendo egenda nnyo. Kugamba bula kuga. And I'm not close. When you have closed and you're inside, the sound is something else. But we cannot go on because of copyright issues. Nice sound your movie. It has tweeters on both doors and then big speakers here, and then it has speakers also on the rear door. Now it actually has pole auto. Now this pole auto helps you when you're in winter. Ikuyambako kubanga wipers ozirabezo. It has curtain airbags here and in the back on top of the 2 airbags that come with it here. Botagula Ractis in Garuna Center and Tonosman. Because this is one of the cheapest cars in the bonds right now. Apart from the Paso, the next cheap cars will be the Sienta and probably the Ractis if they are still there. But this model is kind of getting extinct in the bond because of the cut-off years by the government.
Tools from the basics up, tracking key and car key stuff. If you're new or a seasoned vet, for the love of cars you ain't seen nothing yet. Fix it, learn it, drive it pro. This is more than just machines. It's a love.
So we are going to explore the driving modes of this car. And this right now it's in automatic, yeah. I want us to go to the manual mode. You just shift to the left and then you do manual. And edimu number 5. Here I'm reducing the gears. Here I'm increasing, giving myself lighter gears. When I press, it's at number 5 now. If I press plus, I'll get number 6. It will be lighter. I press another plus, it will give me number 7. 7 gears in manual mode. And this is very useful, particularly if you want to be in control of your driving experience. It stops at gear number 7. Automatic would basically be giving you 4 gears, yeah? But CVT gives you an extensive number of gears. But if you want to give it even better acceleration, you can give it CVT Sport. CVT Sport will give it even better response. Some other Ractis, the Sport mode is here. It's a manual mode, but this doesn't have manual mode, so we use Sport. We use the CVT Sport there. Now there is something else I want us to. There is this cutting here. This lever here is the cruise control lever. You press it, Nereta Kagambo cruise. Now, if I want it to go at a constant speed, I'll just set it. I'll set, and then I take my foot off the accelerator. It will stay there. I'm not stepping the accelerator, but it's giving me constant speed. Cruise control. Abatalanga kuchira EV yo basi y'amasanyaze evuga I think evuga bweyogerere busega temugamba nti sajibalaga. Look here, we are still doing cruise control. This is particularly helpful when you're doing highways. Kati akaina ka cruise control muroka yonga tomanchi kakola ke kuchikakola. Ojaba speed teyesala. Teyesala telinyesigadde mu nkaaga. Bwe manja galo kujja mu cruise control, bwe nninya ko ku brake katono nti ng'egivaamu ndozo ogiraba kati esaze. Ne gears esaze. Now, the manual mode of this car is quite interesting in that you're not really in control of it. Kyegenda okukolera ekuwa yiyo basi yakira EV abagamba temugirabangako. Yiyo eyimiridde abantu balinnya. Kati mugambe temugirabangako simanya basi ze bakola ziriwa mwagala okuvuluga obuvuluzi. Anyway, so you're not really in control of the manual mode because in Morocco we're realizing that the computer of this car, when it realizes you're not really doing what you need to do, yes, gears ayo. Katika today tukose cruise control mulo gusembayo, we have already pressed the cruise button. So all we have to do is set. I'm going to set cruise gear. So I'm setting. So I've set around 59 kilometers. So all I have to do is stay in the point where I will not be needing to reduce the speed. And yeah, speeding esigala kati awumba sigenda kulinnya ku kigere, sigenda kulinnya ku muliro yadde. So bwoberanga probably ekigere kyo kikuluma osobola okujjako ku muliro n'onyenya you see gaja kichani. But literally don't try this. Era bwolinnya ku muliro okuongeza speed, emmotoka eno erwawo okuddamu okuresponding okwongeza speed erwirawo ddala because wagigambye nti let us cruise control abadde tebamanyi kyekola mu kirabye. So it's a very good feature, but also ne manual mode nungi nnyo naddala ku bantu abagala saving amafuta, but just make sure you don't misuse the feature. So that's something that is special about this particular Ractis that we have reviewed today. I can't thank you enough for being part of the channel, for subscribing. Tell your family and friends, we are on our way to 100,000 subscribers. Yes. Gamba muganda wagambe, tata wagambe, baba we. Tell every person you know to subscribe to the channel. And so that we grow the channel, we grow our community to 100,000 people. That's a very good thing because the more subscribers, the more views, the bigger our community is. 100,000 subscribers. Tell them we have a live broadcast every Monday to Friday, 7:40 a.m. Saturday and Sunday, 5:15 p.m. Tuba togera ku bintu ebyenjawulo. Monday is Money Smart Monday. Tuesday is Market Tuesday. You can come and market your products and services. Wednesday is Lifestyle Wednesday, where we talk about lifestyle. Thursday is Random Katok, Chibozi cha motoka. Friday is Question Friday, uli chibuzo chidiwamu. Saturday is the convo, and then Sunday is the vibe. Naku zonna ziba covered. And on Friday evening we have a chimeza chemoroka where we have guests and then we talk about things that concern us, that help us, that develop us nga abagala moroka. We have the weekly roundup we togeda amawuli agabadde mu week age moroka zaffe. And then of course we are cooking something, the weirdest. Twagambe twaziyise ki? We are still working out the title of the program, but we are working on something with my team here. And until next time, guys.